What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I want to discuss three main topics, and those are: firstly, I wanted to go through what stocks slash ETFs I'm buying this week on Trading 212. We'll then give a very brief market overview, and thirdly, we'll discuss my plans to start investing into cryptocurrency. So all that being said, let's dive right on into Trading 212. So here we are on Trading 212, where we have just under €11,000 overall, and we have €200 in free funds of this. We are currently up €2,105, or just under 24%. As it stands, 4 of my 33 overall positions are in the red, which gives us about a success factor of about 86 or so percent or thereabouts. So I'm quite happy with that. Now, I haven't invested in about 3 weeks at this stage, which isn't like me at all, because I'm usually investing probably twice a week. And kind of the main reason for that was I did want to start building a cash reserve. Now, I know there's only €200 in free funds here, but I do have cash reserves sitting on the sideline outside of this portfolio as well, waiting to take advantage, because I do believe the markets are in a bit of a bubble at the moment. For example, we have 2 stocks at the moment out of the 33 that are over 100% in profit. Those are Goldman Sachs and Google, 2 blue chip portfolio style companies, which is very kind of strange to see those up over 100% since investing, as they aren't really penny stocks, so they don't really fluctuate as much as you'd think. So I'm quite happy with that, and that's kind of one of the main reasons why I haven't invested a lot over the last few weeks, is because I do believe a lot of stocks are overvalued at this moment in time. Now, as stated just a few seconds ago, we do have 4 of my 33 stocks are in the red, so definitely I'm going to look to take advantage to dollar cost average like we do week on week on this channel, to get my overall average cost down as low as possible to make even bigger gains long term. As I'm sure you're aware, it's pretty much impossible to time the market, and anyone that says they can do so are probably lying to you. So no one knows when the markets are going to crash or spike for that matter. But again, it doesn't take a genius, and certainly not a genius by any stretch of imagination, to see that the markets seem to be in a bit of a bubble at this moment in time. Now, there's also an EU regulator that suggests that the market is going to crash sometime soon. Now, again, it mightn't crash at all. It could go up another year up in an upward trajectory, but who knows? But that's why I have been kind of building up a bit of a cash reserve on the sideline and not putting all my money into the market in case there is a crash, so that I'd be able to take advantage, just like a lot of people did March of last year, where people made an awful lot of money by actually getting in when the market did crash. But again, there is a lot of kind of speculation, and the markets are in a bit of a strange situation at this moment in time, mainly due to investors like myself and all of these other new kind of mobile investors that kind of started to get in last year into the markets, that are kind of still pumping the stocks, even though indicators such as fundamentals are suggesting that markets are overvalued. People are still investing. So again, that's the main reason why I haven't invested further. But again, you still need to invest a small amount of money. So today I'm going to put another €100 into the market. So usually when I'm investing, I literally just open a blank Excel, and again, keep it as simple as possible. I just have 4 stocks in the red that we discussed earlier. So I make a little chart here to see how much we have invested in each of these stocks, and then I allocate the money accordingly. For example, if you had 1,000 invested in one stock and only 100 in another, obviously I want to put more into the 1,000 if it's down more in value, because we'll make our money work better there. So then we have 4 today as discussed. Now, usually if I don't have 4 stocks or even 3 or 2 stocks in the red, I would start to look at the 3-month charts. But again, I do want to start getting these stocks closer to the green by getting my overall average cost down. So we're going to focus on 4 of those today. But again, next week, if these start going back into the green, we'll start focusing on the 3-month charts on a lot of my positions that are currently in the green, because I had a look there a few seconds ago and a lot are down over the last 3 months. So that'd be a good opportunity as well to start getting my average cost down there as well in the long term. Now, it's worth noting as well, if you want to invest today, that you actually can't, because it's Labor Day in the US. However, we will be putting through the orders for them to be executed the second the markets open tomorrow. The UK markets are open, and I believe one of my ETFs that are on the London Stock Exchange, we can invest today. But for the other 3, they'll be executed tomorrow, but that's fine as well. Just kind of a heads up in case you were planning on investing today, that today is Labor Day in the US, so the markets are closed. So after filling out the chart here, we can see what percentage we are down in each of these 4 stocks and how much we have invested, which would indicate how much we're going to invest further today. For example, we have Barrick Gold down 5.1%, First Majestic Silver, another material stock here, down 10.22%. So these are kind of 2 of my newer style stocks. We can see we only have €73 and €96 respectively invested in these. So I am kind of looking forward and eager to get these average costs down, and it's actually going to be quite easy because we have very little invested at the moment. For example, if we had €1,000 invested in each of these, it would take a lot more capital to drive down my average cost. But thankfully, we have less than €100 invested in each, so the average cost will be able to come down pretty quick. we can see overall they're on about 15% in total. So I'm going to be looking forward to taking advantage there. We also then have High Tide, my Canadian cannabis stock here, which we have €292 invested and around 9.38%, which isn't bad considering it was down about 20 to 25% only a few months back, and I haven't invested further in this position. I believe I have about 45 shares in this stock at the moment, so I will be investing further in this today as well. Again, it won't be a whole lot of money because we only have €100 to invest between all of these positions. And the fourth one here is the iShares Global Clean Energy ETF, again, only down 2.38%. This was down about 20% not too long ago as well. We can see here we have €579 invested here at the moment. So to be honest, because it's only down 2.38% and because we have a fairly large amount of my capital weighted in this position, we won't be investing further today. Again, I don't really like investing in stocks that aren't down more than 3% at least. And again, 2.38% doesn't cut it here. So because we only have €100 capital to invest today, I'm actually going to disregard the iShares Global Clean Energy ETF and focus on the top 3 positions. So what I've decided to do based on the weightings is pretty much split it 50-50 in terms of €50 into materials, where we have about €160 or €170 invested overall. So 25 into each of those positions, and I'm going to put €50 into High Tide as I haven't invested in the stock in a long time. So we now are investing €50 into my materials, 25 into each into my materials pie. I also see here that we have the €50 order in place here now as well for the cannabis pie for High Tide. And I'm quite happy that we chose the cannabis and materials pies today, mainly because we have little capital invested in each of these pies. We can see here now that we will have €342 once that order goes through in cannabis, whereas for example we have over €2,000 invested in consumer discretionary and nearly €1,400 invested in consumer staples. So again, I do want to start weighting out my overall pies better in terms of diversification. So that's definitely a step in the right direction, and we're definitely going to start driving down our average cost by investing that €100 today. Now the third part of today's video is discussing something I've never discussed on this channel before, in fact never even mentioned, and that is coins in terms of cryptocurrencies. So again, just like investing in my normal stocks, I do want to start diversifying across different investment materials. So again, we have my 33 portfolio investment stocks / ETFs on Trading 2 and 2, which you just saw. Now I do want to start investing in coins such as Bitcoin, etc. Now I will only be investing a tiny amount of capital at the start into this kind of allocation, mainly because of the markets are kind of in a bit of a high at the moment, so I don't want to buy at the top. I'll probably just buy a small amount and then slowly that'll cost average when the markets do dip, as the markets in crypto are very volatile, so there's a lot of swings in comparison to, let's say, blue chip stocks. And the third allocation I want to start looking into as well is property, and there's a few others down the line as well. But I'm kind of happy now that we have about €11,000 invested in my standard stocks / ETFs, so I'm looking to branch out and hopefully over the next few years have a fairly well-based or balanced overall investment portfolio. Now, as stated, I know absolutely zero about cryptocurrency at all, if I'm being completely honest, so here is where I kind of need your guys' help as well in terms of suggesting some brokers to use for Bitcoin and even some coins as well. Obviously I know Bitcoin everyone does, but some of the other smaller coins as well if you think they're worth investing into. Now I won't be just diving in blind here either. I will be doing some research before actually investing, but I do want to have the brokerage set up and ready to go when I know my plan of action. So if you could comment in this description below in this video or in the comment section, it would be great for any books, for example, or any videos or YouTubers for that matter that explain Bitcoin well, or any brokers to use and coins you suggest as well. And if you have any kind of pros and cons of Bitcoin, and if you have any kind of mistakes that you made at the start that you would think that I could avoid making as well, investing in coins, it'd be much appreciated if you comment in the description or the comment section below on this video. So with all that being said, that's pretty much the end of today's video. I just wanted to give a brief update in terms of what I was investing in this week and why I'm only investing a small amount in the market due to me believing that we're in a bit of a bubble and there could be a crash on the horizon. Hence why I do want to have a bit of a cash reserve on the sideline to take advantage when the markets do drop, and inevitably they will drop down the line. It might be next week or the month after, but they will have to drop eventually as markets are cyclical, so they have to move in an upward and downward trajectory. We also had a very brief discussion as well on my plans going to invest into the likes of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency as well down the line, and my reasons behind that. And it'd be very appreciated if you could actually comment in the comment section below in terms of if you have any advice on buying into cryptocurrency. So thanks very much. I hope you got some value from today's video. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video.